Hello all. Just a very quick video. I just wanted to talk a bit about. I've just been rereading Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky, and also not long before that reread the Karamazov Brothers. Both amazing books, amazing writer, very interesting character. But the reason I just wanted to mention it is now there's so many references. It's really interesting. I mean, these were written in sort of, I think Crime and Punishment came out 1866 in Russia, but there's all these references to how things were changing and this transition from the old state with the church and the traditions of the family, and talking about these new progressives that were coming up, and all these different movements that it's so striking how the language used. It's things that are happening now, and it's like this was the beginnings, the birthing, if you like, of this whole process where these ideas were coming out. And of course, like a lot of these things, so much of it could be was from a good place, because it was rejecting all the terrible oppression that was happening with the aristocracy, the traditional farm owners, and obviously the majority of people in Russia, like most of the world, I guess, lived in terrible conditions and they were oppressed. So these progressive movements were coming up with the new middle class, that they had all these radical ideas that they were going to throw out all the old ways. And yeah, the old ways probably were, a lot of them were oppressive, but also a lot of them were very good. And the way that they were they came to throw them out, as we know now, the way they've twisted these movements is destructive. And a lot of the things that have been destroyed have actually taken away from people's lives, so they haven't made them better. But I just there's one particular character here that just struck me, this description of him, and it I think I read it about the same time as the thing was put round about the Costa Coffee advert or logo, where they had a transitioned man, or woman who transitioned to a man with mastectomy scars, and all the outrage that went along with that, and all this sort of weaponized wokeism that's being pushed out everywhere, and all these useful idiots that are being sucked into it, who think they're doing the right thing, who think they're being really radical against the old way and throw out the old way of doing things, and this is going to be so much better for people. But in actual fact, they're just going along with something and helping to support something that's really destructive and is ruining lots of people's lives. And just this description of this character just summed it up for me. It was just like, this was like so many of the people that we see now in the media and maybe just talk to daily on their own lives as well. But this particular character, so he writes, "He really was rather stupid. He attached himself to the cause of progress and our younger generation from enthusiasm. He was one of the numerous and varied legion of dullards, half-animate, conceited, half-educated coxcombs, who attach themselves to the idea most in fashion only to vulgarise it, and who caricature every cause they serve, however sincerely." And that to me just sums it up. Useful idiots, just following what's blindly put in front of them as the new great cause, think they're being progressive, but they're actually being destructive.
And what year was that book written?
1866.
Nothing changes.
No, in fact, we're coming to the apogee, I think. This was the start, and we're coming to the end of it now.
Oh, hi Linda, we just had a little voice message from you.
Hello.
Wave at Linda.
Hello. Hello.